It really depends on what you're doing. Like in my space that I am in, I'm not in a acoustically treated space, and so for me, and also I have some like space constraints as well. So for me, using monitors just doesn't make sense for my monitoring. So I use headphones when I mix, and people will give me like crap for this, but I use closed back headphones when I mix. And the reason is because I know what these sound like on music. I know what music's supposed to sound like through them. So it's a lot less about what you're using, and it's more about your familiarity with what you're using. So if you're using $100 headphones, that's great. Just listen to a bunch of music on it, get familiar with those headphones, and then you can mix on them. If you're using, generally people will say, you should use open back headphones for mixing, but I don't have any open back headphones, so I'm using what I have, and it works great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are my thoughts.
Quick takes.
So my thoughts, ideally, a good treated studio, good acoustically treated studio, and good speakers are going to sound the best. That's really all there is to it, is that's going to be the ideal. But not every situation, like we don't all have the ideal situation.
Says the only guy with a studio.
And my studio sounds awesome. It's well treated. Sounds because I treated it. No, it sounds really good. And I was really pleasantly surprised at how good it turned out from what the design that I did. But it sounds really good, and it translates really well. But you don't always have the situation to be able to hear it well. And the other part that goes with that totally agrees with what Bryant said is, even if you're listening in a nice, well-treated studio space, you still need to listen to reference tracks so you hear what things sound like in that space, just like you need to do on your headphones.